Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel, and today is August 14th, 2025. We've got our daily tents and trees. So let's get into this guy. Let's get our free coins, and let's get into, I think we're going to do the dailies, go back to the dailies. I think we'll switch it back and forth, doing some of the dailies and some of the packs and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of go that direction. So let's do this one. Yep, let's go start on here for today, and then we'll just kind of run through these guys and see what we can get figured out. All these guys have to be in, of course. Now you are in and you are out. Now this one here is in, so that's going to force you. There we go. And we'll get through, of course, these early ones at a pretty good pace usually. Then we'll get into the hopefully some harder ones. What are we not seeing here? The two here has to be these guys. So these are all done, which means you are in. Now you have to finish and you have to finish, and you do. Good. And I did a little bit on the side of just, like I didn't do the dailies last time that we did a video. So I went back in and did get some more coins just so we can keep that coin count up. But other than that, nothing that would have, nothing else really doing on those. Just trying to keep those coins there so that we can make sure we have enough coins to unlock the things that we need to unlock, so that we can unlock all those, the packs that we're trying to do as well. So, alrighty, let's get rid of all these, and we can just plop our 3 in here, because those are all done. Now this guy here is done, so we can just do that and get rid of all that. That'll finish you, and then these last 2. Good, that one was very straightforward. Alright, a couple more of these guys, and then we'll dive into something a little more difficult. Require a little bit more work to get through. You have to be out. Now only one of you two can be in, so you guys are in. That forces you. The one is done, and this one is done, so let's get rid of those. This guy here has to be here, and you are here. Now let's see what we can do. The 3 is done. Forgot to put my phone on mute, but that's okay. That one's there, that one's there. We're going to finish these guys all off. Now you have to be in, and so do you, and then it's going to push you to be the last guy. Good. Alrighty. Well, got into what I think this was a 9x9, it said, so. No, go away. You guys have to be in, so you do as well. Okay. While we're going through, I'm trying to see if any, like this one here and this one here, have to be in, and so does this one. These 4s are actually done, and so are these guys here, so we can put those in, and then this guy here, yep, I saw that correctly, had to be in. So are you. This 1 is currently done. Just one of those is in. This 2 is done, so that forces you. Good. One of those 2 will be in, one of these 2 will be in, so this one can't be, which means you are. That's going to give us this 3 here, and you here. We got to finish the 2 and finish the 2. Good, now we can move into something a little bit bigger. And I noticed when I was doing the ads to get this stuff to open, we had, let's move on to, which one do we want? What I was trying to say, I didn't finish my thought, was I noticed there was a couple of no mows that we might go through as well. Or no grass, however they like to say it. All right, here we go. A little something requires a bit more thought. Let's see if we can find something. Let's look at this 5 row. Ooh, not actually looking that great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a 6. We can get rid of some options. Do we have a 4 or something maybe that could help us out? Not really there. Not really here. Okay. Well, those guys aren't working as I thought they might, so maybe we've got to dig into this one a little bit more and get all of these options out so we can see which ones are being reduced to an extent where we can actually get into them. And there may also just be some givens. Sometimes there are right at the bat where you can kind of get off onto a side here and find something that has to be in, and that'll get things moving in the right direction. Don't see one though. 3, 4, 5, 6, no. This 3 says these guys are both out because we can't lose 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That then pushes these guys. That's giving us some good reduction on these. this 2 is now done. Good, there's a start. That's going to give us the 4. And this 1 and 1 are done, so that's going to give us even more reduction. That's a corner, so you're out of the way. What else can we now say? Go eat some hay, lay by the bay. It just may. Get that reference. By the way, the second movie, not good. At least I didn't think so. If you had seen it. If you know the reference and you liked or disliked the movie, let me know. The second movie, that is, like I was saying. This one here is done, so we can put all those in. We can get these guys taken care of. Now we've got some stuff we can just work through, I think. Let's see. One of you two, so therefore you two must be in. One of those will be. Doesn't quite tell us what we need. This guy here can't be in. What else? So we got 3 options, so you can't be in. Might have to go up and down. I've been looking left and right. Well, actually, no. I just saw something here. Only one of those 2 can be in, so this guy has to be, which is going to force you. Well, we still might have to go up and down. Yeah, this 3 now is in. This guy here has to be in, so that's going to set off a little chain reaction of things that must go. Now we can start getting rid of, making sure we've used up all of these things that we've done. Okay, this 3 has to be in. Which one is left now? Let's see. This 5 says that these 2 are in, which is going to give us this one and this one. 3 is done. This 2 is the last one in. So, well, we still know one of these 2 is. We have to figure out which one it is by these other guys. And it's going to be this one because of the 4. It's going to give us you and... Come, stop it. You. There we go. Good, good, good. All right, here's a good-sized one. Let's look at the 5s and 6s to start. See if we get anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s. Not really there. Let's go down here and look at these couple of 5s we've got. And this 5 as well might be usable. Let's get rid of this stuff here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, not on you. Actually, this guy just has to be in, so that's going to get a couple little things going. This is a corner. Let's look at this 5 down the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there we go. So these guys are all in, and anything that removes both options on these has to go. Don't quite know what can go on there. This other 5 I was going to look at as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not too useful. All right, well, let's get rid of some of these other guys and we'll find something else to look at. Don't think this 4 is doing us too much good at the moment. Do we have anything? This guy can't be in, which means these 2 are. So that's something there. And does that give us enough on this 5? It does not even close. Let's get rid of some of these guys, because there's a ton of stuff we can get rid of. Hoping we would have had a little bit more so we can just kind of click on these guys instead of physically clicking everything. Just takes a while to do it, but it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you just got to go through them and pick out which ones you know are out and then see what you've got going on, because this really starts to clear the vision here. Now, it didn't do enough, at least just yet, so we'll have to keep on going. But it is what it is. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Might as well, we're almost done with that, so let's just get through it. I think we've got all of them as far as I can see at the moment. Now let's start to pick through these guys a little bit and see if anything seemed to open up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. No. We already know that guy isn't. Let's go back this way. That's still the same. That's still the same. This 3 wants to be there. It's getting very close. I don't think we had anything more here that we could have done. Oh, this 3, here it is. Just had to find the right one. These are just done. That will take out a lot of spots that we can use then. Let's see how that did, what that did for us is the better way of saying it. This guy actually can't be in because it would take out all these, but in that sense, it's not necessarily what's the problem. But if you take this guy out, it has to go to this guy, which forces this guy to be in to go to this guy, and then this guy has nothing, so this is out. Now, that probably didn't actually do anything for us, but it's a little observation I saw. We've already removed all the things that remove double options. 7. Yeah, we can get rid of you as well. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not quite there. What else? One of these has to be good. Oh, we're down here. I think we can now do this. Because you have to go there, you have to go there, so you have to be in. That's going to start a couple of little things going, at least. And this 3, not quite there. The 2 is not quite there. This 2's not... I was going to say this 3 looked good there, but we can get rid of you. That's about it. Let's keep looking down the lines. One of these is going to go just like that 3 did. We just had to see it. These 2 are out. Not that one. No, it's not looking like it. Okay, let's go back this way. We must have something in here. I'm just not quite figuring. One of these guys is going to be good. I keep wanting to have this 3 be it, because it's been mocking me from the start. Okay, we might have to change our thought process about what we're looking at. Oh no, this one, well, doesn't really give us much, but this guy's out, because it would remove too many options. Oh wait, no it wouldn't. Hold on, gotta go back. I miscounted that one. Still didn't help us, either way. Okay. Oh, this guy's always out. Never even see that one. That still doesn't do enough for us. Where the heck are we? Something in here is not aligning. Where is it? I don't think there's anything just given, so we're going to have to maybe change up, like I said, change it up a little bit to try to find another way of... Oh wait, this 3. There we go. Again, it's a 3 and I just didn't see it. These are all in. Now that's going to set these off. It's going to get you. This is a corner, which is going to give us you. This guy can't be in because it would remove too many options, which forces both of you to be, and you. Corner. This 3 is done. Let's see if we can use that now to give us a little bit more. That 3 we said was done. This 5 is actually done now too, so we can plop that in there. This 1, 2, yeah, this 4, we can put these guys in. That's going to give us a little bit of headroom. And one of those 2 is in, we know that. These guys are all done for. This guy here is out. Let's put that in. Can we work out some of these guys? We don't know which one of these 2 is in. Don't know on you. We probably made some reductions vertically that we could use. Like this one can't be in. Okay, then this 4 here. We can put these 2 in. It's going to get rid of you. One of those 2 will be in. This 2 is done. Did that give us enough now to keep going? You there? No. Let's go back up and down. No. At least not the ones I'm looking at the moment. This one's out, actually, because it would remove too many options on the 4, which pushes you and you and you. And that's going to set some things off. These are all in, which is going to finish these guys. So let's get those done. You are out, which finishes you. Good. Now we've clicked all these guys. This 5 is actually done now, which is going to get this one going. Good. Let's get rid of all of this stuff. That sets off a big old chain reaction. That's out and that's out, so this one's in. The 5 is done, which is going to give you and you. Good. Let's come back now, because I thought I saw something over here. Yeah, this 4. These 2 must be in. That finishes our 1. And this 3 is now done. That's good. Now we can figure this one out. And then these 2 have to be in, so that's going to give us this one. 5 and 3 are done. This 3 just needs these last 2, and that's going to tell us this one right here is done. There we go. Just took a second to find where we had to go, but we got there. Sometimes it is just seek and destroy type of situation. We're just looking for the right thing. Let's do these 15 by 15s that are the lesser clues. We're good on time, so let's do that. Let's start with this 6 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, thought it might work, and it does. Let's get rid of all of this. This 1 is done, so let's just click there. Save our clicking time. Clear out all this stuff and see what that told us. You have to be in, you have to be in. So you, and I believe you. Let's make sure we did this one. That. Yeah, this is in, okay. That's a corner, so it can go away. One of these 2 is in, it has to be this one. That's gonna force these 2. This one has to be in. I think that forces these 2 as well. This 3 is now done. Put you in, and you. And don't think we can quite resolve these, but that one is out. Let's keep going down the line, and as we do, we'll click off some of these guys so we can clear the way. Because I think one of these guys going up and down is probably going to... Let's start with the 4. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we can put that in. So these are all in. And we'll get rid of all these guys and see what else we get out of it. Let's do that. We know one of these 2 is in, so that's out. Maybe this 4 as well is going to help us out. No, there's actually no reductions there at all. But this guy here, just saw it as I was looking down the line. Corner. Get rid of all these. That's always an out. 2, 3. So one of those has to be in, so this can't be. Good, good. Let's keep on clicking here. And then we'll be able to look at this thing a little bit better. Okay, so this 3, now we can see it. This is done. These are all out, which means you are in. And this guy is out because it uses up too many options. That's done, that's done. Those are good. This 2 is done. Let's put that in. That finishes the 3, which gives us this and this. 1, 2, 3s, those are all good to go. This 4 we still don't have finalized. This guy we still don't have finalized. Okay. The 3 and the 3, not necessarily. Oh, this one right here is good. That finishes the 5, so we can get this in. Still doesn't quite say anything about these other guys, but it's work we can do, so we take it. Let's see, what other clues do we have left? The 3, the 2, the 3, and the 3 are what we've got going on. So, out of all of that, what actually helps us? Because I don't necessarily see any of them that are helping us. Oh wait, here, didn't see this guy clicking off here. So that forces you out. Now this 4 is good to go. Okay. Now that's there. Well, one of these 2 is in. We don't know which one it is yet, though, still. This 3, though, is good now because we can get rid of all this. This 3 is done. Finishes that. Good. Now we say this one is in. That's going to finish this 3. There we go. Now this 2 has to have one of these guys. This 3 has to have one of those guys. So now we just have to figure out which one it is. Let's see. That one's done. Did we click everything? We did. Okay, just wanted to make sure we're in the right spot there. So, oh, this one right here. He's left alone. That's going to set the 2 off. That's going to force a chain reaction around the board, and that's going to finish everything off. There we go. Good. Alrighty, another 15 by 15 here with the lesser clues. Let's stick with our 6 again. It worked out for us before. I don't know if it will at this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we can get rid of some of these options like this, but I think most of those were already going to go. Let's see. We've got corners. We'll do those. We've got corners. Is anything just telling us something? That's typically where I want to try to start. Oh, the 0 here, that's a good start, and that will get us into this thing. Alrighty, good. Get rid of all those, put you in. Corner, you have to be in, which is going to force you. That's always out. That's a corner. which means you and you are both in, and you and you. Corner. And let's see, is this 6 sorted out yet? We can do a little bit more work on it. We might have to get into these other guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, this 5 is the key. Get rid of all this. This guy now has to be in, and so do you. That is never in, so let's get rid of those. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this 4 is helpful. Get rid of all those, and this one and this one. That's going to continue to go down the line. Corner. This guy here needs a home. So we'll do that. This guy here needs one. That's a corner. Let's regroup again. This 3 says that's out. I wonder if these 5s and 4s are starting to see us a little bit better now. Or if there was anything just sitting open that I didn't quite notice. I don't think so. So let's go back to, oh, this one right here. Yes, we did. That's a corner. Let's go back to start looking at our clues here and see what's open. The 1 is not there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the 6 just has to have both of these. That's going to keep us moving again because these have to go in. That's done. The 1 isn't still quite there. That's a corner, which means you are in and you and you. That's going to finish the 4. Good. That guy is always out. Okay, just keep on checking. What about this 4? Yeah, we can't have this, this, or this, which is going to get you into the game, which is going to start a little chain reaction again. That's a corner. And the 4 is not, oh yeah, it is, because this guy here is just given, so that's going to push you and you. That now finishes this 1. These guys we'll get to in a minute, it looks like. For only one of those 2, both of these have to be in. Ooh, what did I, this one, okay. Lost track of it, I was moving too quickly. That's that, so this has to be in, which is going to force you and you. Good. 3 is done. This 3 is not quite done. This 4 has to be finished. The 5 has to be finished. This guy is now finished, which means you and you. Good. Good, good, good. So we got through that one pretty well. Just had to search for a couple of them, but we found it. Let's jump into, I'm going to probably do, there's a 6x6 and a 7x7 on different packs. I'm going to do the 6x6 and then the 7x7. We'll go that way. This one here and this one here have to be in, and then this one, because the 0 says none of those can be in. Let's see, that one can, let's see, these, I'm going to put these markers in again. One of these 2 we know will be in, and it can't be the 0, so it's you. That finishes this entire line, which means both of you have to be in, and you are going to these guys. Now, this one says both of these are in. There we go. Not bad. I might come back and try the larger ones just for poops and giggles, but I'm going to do these other ones first. And then if we have the time, which we might, I might try some of the larger ones just to try them. This one of those 2, and this one are all in, which means this one has to be in. This one connects here. All 3 of these bottom rows are now out. One of these 2 has to be in. What else can we say? One of those, and one of those. We're going to have to run up this line, I think. Because again, oh yeah, okay, there it is. None of these can be in, so this one has to be in. That finishes this, which means this has to be in. Now those are both, oh wait, so that gives us our 2 now. So these both have to be in, which is going to finish these guys. And then we'd probably just have to find where this guy goes, which is going to, oh, we never finished the 1, which is this one. That's now going to tell us where this guy goes, because none of these can be in, so this one is. Good. All right, well, we did that one quickly, so let's try the larger one. I'll go back to the 9x9. The 12x12 looks scary to me, so we'll try the 9x9 and see if we can get through it. This could be a little bit more. Okay, well, we're starting off pretty good. This one and this one have to be in, because one of these 2 is in, and that's the only other spaces we can put for the 3. Now, I think this 4 might be done, because 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, these all have to be in. Now let's put those to their respective trees. And That one's out. That one of those two is in. Does this 3 give us, or the 4? Is that the better way to go? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's multiple locations. These guys are all done. Let's look at this 2. That's what it is. There's only 2 more places left now that we can put these guys. It's here and here. And that's going to take on you. Now this 1 is done. So that tells us this and this have to be in. Good. Now if these are done, this has to be in, and then this has to be in. Let's mark those. This 1 is completely done. The 2 just has 1 more of these guys. This 2 has 1 more of these guys. And it can't be this one, so it's you. And then we said one of these 2 had to be in. Now that one's out, so this one's in. Good. Now, going back to this 2, we know that all of these are out, so both of these are in, which pushes you here. And we might not have to mark those, but we have to finish the 2 and the 4, and I think this is the only guy left over, so it goes here. There we go. Hey, we did that one pretty well. That's gotten my confidence up, so let's go kick our own butts now and try this 12 by 12. This could be horrible, but we'll figure it out, right? Hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things where this 5 could go. This is where it gets hard because you really have to keep a lot of things in your brain at the same time, and that's obviously not a strong point of mine. So let's see if we can find anything that's just a given that we can use to get ourselves moving in the right direction. And that could be tough. One of these 2, one of these 2, and one of these 2. Is that going to help us? Because we said that's 1, 2, 3, 4. But it could be 2 of these. So it's not a set thing. We know that none of these 2 could be in, though, because it would be removing both of these. So if this guy can't be in, does that tell us anything? I don't think it does. But again, we got to get the mind to work through these things. So I think it's probably a good thing that there are less clues on this one for a bigger one, because at least you can focus on the clues. I think we have to figure out something with these 5s and the 4s to get ourselves started with this thing. And once we do that, we might set off the chain reaction. So let's try to see what we can do there. 1, 2. Let's look at it from a different perspective. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that just makes it even worse. 1, 2, 3. There's possibility all 3 of these are in. And there's a possibility all 3 of those are in. Now this 1, though, we can't say it's necessarily one of these 2, because this guy could be here. Is there anything else? Any other clues? Maybe we'll take a peek on those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 4 places we can put something here. I guess that does mean that this guy is out, though, because it would remove too many options here. But I don't know if that does more for us. This guy is also out because of a corner, but that's not massively useful. Nothing down here at the moment I don't think we can see. One of these, okay, this 3, that's the way, right? Because one of these 2 is in, one of these 2 is in, and this is the 3rd one. So that's a start. Did it help us in any way, shape, or form? I hope it did. It didn't change the concept of this 3. And it didn't really do anything down here. So that was not the big in we needed. Because this guy here does nothing to affect any other clues. Okay. Now, what else do we have? Hopefully we get through this one. I'd hate to start this thing and not be able to do it at all. That'd be embarrassing, but hey, I've embarrassed myself on this channel before, so it's not a problem. Let's think. How do we resolve these guys? Let's think about these again, because I don't think this 2 does anything, because it's here, 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 here. There's a ton of options on this 2. We looked at that 3. This 3, 1, 2, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's still, yeah, there's tons of options there. We said they said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. And shoot. I got myself into a pickle by doing this puzzle. Let's see. There has to be something here that we can rule out. Now, we said this one couldn't be in. Can we get an anchor on that? If you can't be in, what does that leave us with? It doesn't affect these. Is there anything then if we would put a 10 in one of these other ones, it completely removes options? Yeah, I don't think we can put one here either then. If this one can't be in, and I'll have to verify that one more time, but if this can't be in, if we were to put a tent here, that would remove all options for both of these. So both of these are actually out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think that's accurate. So both of these are out. What does that do for us? It means this one is out as well. Does it? No, it doesn't. Because this one could be in and then all 3 of the, well, 2 of these. No, it would be all 3 of them because this one would have to take on you. Okay, these 2 are both out. At least we're starting there. What else? This guy could be, well, no, because this guy can't be in, we know this guy can't be in as well. So we have this, and this are out. Slowly getting ourselves into some sort of situation that maybe we can get through. I just don't think either of those actually gives us enough information to work on this. Sugar. One of those 2 will have to be in for this guy then. One of these 2 has to be in for the 2. It could be both of them, I guess. There's nothing given that has to be in otherwise on the 2. These are why these larger ones are so difficult, because you have to keep everything in your head. You can't remove these other guys. And it becomes very difficult to visualize all that. I don't think, try to remember that this, and this are all out. And move on to something else for a second, see if we can get a different foothold. Again, we have too many options on all these other guys. This guy here, yeah, it doesn't affect this 3 at all, because we still could have 1 here, 2 of these, and you. We know this guy's out because we can't remove all 3 of those options. That means one of these 2 is in for this guy. And one of those 3, one of these 2. I might have to back out of this one. There's a way to cheat on this, by the way. It's I won't do it, but I could take hints first off. Maybe I do that. Maybe I just use a hint to get myself going and see what it says. I don't think I've ever actually used a hint in a no grass or no mow before. I don't know what it's going to tell me. Like, I guess it can only tell me, well, I don't know. Let's do it. Let's try. I've never done it. Let's give it a try. It says. You can place the tents in the highlighted row. I can? Okay, so somehow this is just a given. How is that the case? We don't know which one of these is. We don't necessarily know if one of these is in. We know this isn't in and this isn't in. Well, that wasn't helpful enough. I mean, it's pointing me in the direction where I need to be looking, so that's a start, but I don't know how I can make that determination about what these guys could be. Now, if we could say that one of these two had to be in, that sets off this grouping, and it actually will set, well, it doesn't set anything off over here because we already deduced that these two can't be in. But I can't rule this guy out for this tent, or this tree. Huh. So that's not doing me any good, and we're running long now on time. I just glanced over. You know what? That didn't help me any. That isn't going to get me going, and I can't visualize this one, so I'm going to have to abort. I'm going to have to say I failed. My bad. Let's get out of here then. Okay. Hey, it was worth a try. I knew it was going to kick my butt, and that one really did. So it is what it is. Sometimes you don't win. It happens. Life lesson for all of you out there. Well, anyway, that was still fun. We did try. We got through the other ones really well. The 6x6, this 9x9, and this other 7x7. So I'm proud of that. But the 12x12 was kind of an insurmountable thing to get into, I think, on my end. Just because I can't visualize things like that. It just doesn't work for me. But anyway, I'm going to stop making excuses for my inefficiencies, and we're going to end this video now. So that was Tents and Trees for August 14th, 2025. I hope you enjoyed that one. And maybe some of you out there can do this one by yourself. I couldn't. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed this one. Have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.